Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 4 of One to Whatever. I'm just going to continue from where we left off. I have been fishing a little bit, just waiting for the last video to finish processing. So the next part is a shadow over Ashdale, but before I do that, I'm gonna get an ability bar for each of the combat style types, and it's really simple to do. You just need to head to Lumberidge on the lodestone and then run towards the combat training area. You'll see where it is when I get there. It's literally just next to the castle, and you can literally just select on the dummies there for each one of these setups. So if I look at these now, let's see if I can drag them. It's not, I don't know why. Well, let me do that, but I mean, you can do it from here and set up your own, but I may as well just get one from here. I don't need anything specialised. So what you need to do is look at these dummies and pick the one that you want. So I'm going to go with melee, and it's going to change this bar, but it's only giving me 3 things, so I may as well edit my own. So basic ability goes first. Why not? Definitely putting that there. Put that there. You can go in there. See, some of these are two-handers and some are one-hander ones, so you just have to be careful which ones you pick. I've got a one-hander, so I'm going to pick all the ones with one-handed things. So that's me so far. I think the reason why it only gave me a few is because I don't have the levels. Yeah, it's because I didn't have the levels for the others, but I'm still going to put them down anyway. That's a threshold, so I'm going to put threshold there. So I'm not using any 2Hs, so I don't need any of those. Okay, so that's that setup done. I'm going to set up a magic one as well, because I'll be training magic over ranged, for the simple fact that I'll need to train that to get to some teleports that I'll need later on. Ranged is just another combat style, and at the moment I'm just going to go with attack. So let's set up a magic one. And like I did before, you can select this and it will take a setup based on what levels you have already. And once again, I've only got levels high enough to have them too. But let's set up anyway. I'm going to add some defensive things as well to these bars. That's a members only, maybe. Yeah, there's not really anything else I can take from these. I don't need freedom. I'm not going to be doing bossing or anything that's going to stun me. So I'll stick to what I've got there, and then on this one, let's just set it up as if I did have the levels. So this one here is a multi-enemy attack kind, so basically it'll hit multiple enemies, and the same with this one. So if you want to attack more than one at a time, then yeah, go for those two, but otherwise don't put them in your setup, because you might just mess yourself up if you're not expecting to be fighting 2 things. But if you're a low level and you're only fighting cows and stuff like that, it's not actually going to do much at all. So right, I'm going to set up 4 down there. Oh, Surge is there. Oh, it's a member's item, so that's why I probably didn't notice it, I'm not sure. Right, cool, so that's the setups done. I've only got 2 action bars, so that's all I'm going to use. So now I've set that up, I'm ready to go really. So on to the next part of this video. I'm going to get myself over to the quest point, which is marked on your map. It's in Tavali, just behind the bank. I'm going to continue with this, but instead of it being in real time, it's all going to be fast forwarded, edited for the video. being on YouTube at a quicker speed. So if there's any points you need to pause the video, if at any point I'm going too quick, you just need to pause it, for example. Okay, so speak to Godric. Here are the rewards and requirements that you'll need, things to bring. Once you've accepted the quest, jump onto the boat. If I were you, I'd recommend to bring a little bit of food with you. Depending on what your combat level is, bring whatever is appropriate. Jump on the ship and then it'll escort you across. Once there, you'll see some goo on the way. Just inspect that, and there's some more to your right as well as you get over onto the bridge. You don't have to actually check it all, but you may as well whilst you're going past it. Go inside the house and speak to the girl Lucy. Ask all the questions she's got, and then it will show you where you need to go next. There's a man cave that you need to go into, some sewers. So just make your way down into there, which is out the back door of Lucy's house. Right, you can run through. If you want to kill the rats, you can. I did just because I'm low level, I may as well get the XP. And you will see some red dots on the map. It's just a bit of coins. I think it's 60 coins per time. There's a few of them as you go through, 2 or 3 of them. At this point, you'll encounter your first creature to attack. And like I said, depending on your level, that's how strong they are. I actually think it was more difficult to play this quest on my lower level account than on the higher level, just because you haven't got as many abilities to use. Also, with it being a free world account, that probably didn't help with the amount of abilities that you can have. So work your way through the sewers. As you can't get lost in them because it's a simple path all the way around. And then you climb up the ladders onto the next part of the quest. So all you need to do now is run around the side of the building and across the bridge towards the south, and you'll enter a little cutscene. You just kill these creatures again, the scouts, and all you want to do is move across to where the gate is and run up towards the door. Search the table and then inspect the ornament on the side, and then go down the stairs that animates. Okay, so there's 2 more scouts to kill here, and then you move on to the next part. Right, so you can inspect any of the smugglers and stuff that are underneath here. Anyway, you'll come to some containers with valves on them, and what you want to do is collect all the parts on the sides, on top of the boxes, on the crates. Once you've got all the pieces, it will tell you can use them together. It'll only tell you that if you're a new player. I did this quest on my main account straight after I did it on this one and recorded it, and it didn't ask me on that one. Anyway, so what you want to do is pick up the oil that you picked up earlier on, fix the pipeline, and then turn the valves, starting from the one with the water in, and just go around and follow the pipes. You'll also need to fit the valve you've just put together on the centre container. Once you've done that, go through the door that you just unlocked and continue killing your way through. There is a chest as well. You get sapphires out of it. So collect the sapphires. from the chest, and then a new door will open up that you can go through, a new passage. So now you've got to this point, there will be a cutscene. Basically you've got to make sure you pull the lever and then it kills the warrior. You've got to make sure that you're not in eyesight of it, so make sure it's got its back towards you as you do it. On this one it's slightly bit harder. All you need to do is follow him round and he will die. And then the next part, there is 2 of them you have to do. The lever's on the second side, so follow him round. Once you get past him, follow the next one round and pull the lever, and then they both die. Then go through the new passage. You can examine bodies. There's another chest for some more sapphires. And now there's a new thing you have to do, so it is a bit more difficult, but I mean, this was the first time I ever did this quest, and it only took me 2 attempts to get it right. You just got to make sure you follow around the back of the warriors, make sure that you're not in their eyesight. Then you move up to your next part. This is the last bit of the quest, the total final part. So kill the last 2 here, and then you can open that chest up, and then get on board the ship. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. So I'm going to talk you through this, and the video will be slower as I go through it. But the food that you brought before will come in handy this time. If you're on a high level account, this is just as difficult. Obviously everything's buffed depending on your level. So what you want to do is attack these tentacles that pop up. Just make sure that if it starts spinning around, you move out of its way. If it's the top ones, run down. If it's the bottom ones, run up, just to get out of the way of it. Once you've once you've hit enough damage, they will disappear. You need to get rid of all 4. They will have 1 HP left when you're finished. At that point, that's when they disappear. Okay, so once you've done that, the boss actually pops out now to face you itself, rather than just the tentacles. It is really simple. You just need to avoid the tentacles and him spraying his water. There's another thing as well. It gives you a warning. I'll explain that later on. So go towards the head, attack him. If you see the water starting to sparkle a little bit in his mouth, like the bubbles and the spray, just run out the way. You'll know which way he's going to attack because he faces that direction. So make sure you're not in the way of that. This time you can't actually attack the tentacles, you've just got to watch out. So if you do run away from the spray or anything else, just make sure that they're not spinning the tentacles. Once it gets down to half health, you'll start getting, it'll be a new special attack that he has. That's got nothing to do with the spray. Instead, he starts to munch on goo. I don't know exactly what it is. But when he does it, you'll see black markers on the ground. All you need to do is watch out for those black markers. Stand away from the black markers or else you'll get attacked. And you just, this is the only special he'll do from this point, so just attack him till he's dead. So once you have defeated the boss, a little cutscene will occur, and that is the end of the quest, almost. All you've got to do now is speak to Gudrick again. So once the cutscene's ended, you'll still be in Ashdale. You can have a look around the place like I did.